Wonderful. Okay, we're good to go.
Awesome. Okay, guys, this is our last day of printmaking. So today we're just kind of finishing up our projects and working on whatever we would like to work on. So yesterday I went ahead and made another screen because my previous one didn't turn out so well. Do you see how all the missing parts? And I think it was because I went over it too many times with the screen filler. And so this time I kind of just brushed it on instead. And look, it turned out way better. And I don't know, Madeline, did you have time to do yours?
I didn't.
You did
I
it?
forgot.
That's okay. But if you guys have, you guys still have stencils. So today, if you want to do a screen print of a stencil, you can definitely do that. And I'm also going to show you on our blocks how you can kind of create an image, cut it up, and then that way you can roll different colors of ink on different parts and then print them together. So it looks like they were meant to be together, but yeah. Okay, I'll show you that. I'll explain it better. Okay, so we need all the same things for today, depending on what you're working on. Here, it's kind of like these ice cream cones. How this little circle shape is separate from the cone shape, and then that way the cone can be a different color than your ice cream, the little balls of ice cream. So yeah, I think that's the only one. So yeah. So today is kind of just like you guys doing whatever you would like to do. Finishing any projects you've started or starting a new one. So if you did another screen with the screen filler, go ahead and wash out your screen first so it has time to dry. So you can put it in a little bit. And if you want to start a screen, you can go ahead and do your drawing liquid too. And then you can print it tomorrow. Yeah, Chandler.
Can I make another stamp?
Yes, of course, you can make another stamp. You can make as many stamps as you want. Okay, so let's see. Where are my little stencils? I gave you some ideas for little stamps you guys could make too that are pretty easy. Dinosaur where he's like feeding himself all the time. You could make all these little individual stamps or all on pen. So so I could make like this cupcake here. Once I have it all carved out, then I would ask an adult to help me cut this frosting off, this icing off from the base. And then I would ink up my base and I would ink up my top in 2 different colors. And then I would put them together like that and then press my paper on it. So that's what I'm going to be working on today, my cupcake. Okay. You could also do the same thing with pineapple. Cut the leaf off separate, or the ice cream cone. You could cut out each of these little scoops of ice cream and color each of these scoops different. Okay, but I want you to get help from an adult for that step, for the cutting them in half part, because you have to use the X-Acto knife, and that's really sharp.
Can we get like do one of those and then like instead of like taking them apart, can we like color it and then like color it and then print it?
You could. You would just have to be a little more careful, right? But you definitely could do that instead of cutting them apart. Yeah, for sure. Especially if you're doing it with like a paintbrush or like a marker or something where you can get a little, have a little bit more control, because your rubber brayer kind of covers a big area. Yeah, try it, experiment. The one thing I love about art is there's no wrong way to do something.
I want to get one of those. One of those and do the or we can print the unicorn. Or paper.
And remember, you can draw your own thing. You don't have to use something that I offered. You could just, if you want, but you don't have to. You can draw your dog or your cat or whatever you would like. You could do a snap of your own face.
Cut it in half, and then I'll cut those in half, okay? I think it will fit.
So it's also wanted to mention that it's easier to carve it all first and then cut it out. Because when you're carving a small block, it's a little harder to hold it and carve.
So do you want to keep it as like two smaller ones? And then you can do a cat on each side like she was describing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we can cut that one in half whenever you're done. Okay?
I think I want to cut it.
Sure. You need to get another one of these printed. We can print another one, right?
I think it's perfect.
You mean to separate them, like completely?
So then it'll be easier.
Painful.
I think the two that I'm gonna do is this one and that. So I think these two cuts are.
Okay, all right, do it. So the shiny goes down, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shiny goes down.
All right, wait, hold on. And to make it easier, if you line it up like right there,
Yeah.
that helps you know where the rubber pad is.
Yeah, you can kind of feel with your finger, see if you're close to the edge or not.
Good. So you'll put it like this or like that.
Like that.
Okay. So you want to put it near the edge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
We need a piece.
That one's not very big. We find it.
Remember, if you're carving today, I'm going to just remind you again to carve away from you and keep your hand behind the blade.
Let me know if you have any problems. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm doing these little lines in my cupcake that kind of have to end. So I'm kind of doing the dolphin method. I'm going diving into the water and then I'm swooping up towards the end. I get like a nice little finish.
Good.
Hey, Madeline, your camera is pointed up to the ceiling. Do you mind putting it down so we can see your face and what you're up to? Thank you.
Just keep doing that.
So my daughter's friend is having a birthday today. So maybe I'll give this little cupcake stamp to her.
Trace it out with this or with this? Guess that's the one. You gotta be careful when you do this, okay?
Hey Lola, how did your screen turn out yesterday?
One, like the one where you use the ink.
Yeah, with the screen filler, the red screen filler.
It turned out okay. Let me get it.
I got to see it.
What should we use? I think
This.
Oh, man, that turned
That
out
was amazing. Yeah, it goes great with your background right now
I
too.
know. So good.
So awesome. Great job.
sure.
You know, you guys can use that screen to print as many of those as you'd like. So you can print 10 of them if you wanted. That's what they're called, kind of prints, kind of like a printer prints something, except you're manually printing every single one instead of a machine doing it.
Let's see how she's this.
Okay, so I outlined my cupcake. Now I'm just gonna go take out some of this part on the outside because I don't really want this outside part to be printed. So I'm gonna get a bigger blade. I think I'm gonna use my number 2 first.
They were here yesterday. Well, here's the bag right here, Tim. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move this aside.
Coffee paper? Is that good paper? No, yeah, let me get some coffee paper. Oh, that's good. That makes sense. They had to be. How typical. Okay, that's how you're gonna do that. Okay, I think that's a good test. Go ahead and try it, Tanner. Yeah, it is. I totally agree. It makes a better this way we can test the line.
I think another reason that didn't turn out well, the message probably was dried out, and because it's already on a hole.
Let's see how that one looks. Also, if you don't like the cat, you have the back side too, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks nice.
Yeah, but one thing that I don't like is right here.
Well, if you want to,
But I still think it's cute.
okay, so what you can do is still make it. You have room over here to make another one, and then you also have room on the back to make them, and then you have the other half.
I think this one.
I like it.
And
If there's something that you can carve out, you can still do it even if there's ink on it. So you can do a print and see where else you want to carve out. If that helps remedy your problem.
You need to get it out of there.
All these rubber shavings for some reason remind me of like pencil erasers. You guys think they look like pencil erasers?
I bet you could use them to erase. I bet it would work.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
All the rubber. Like, what is an eraser other than just rubber?
Yeah. What is an eraser?
I
Like contemplated it.
know. Those things were like, what is that made out of? I've never thought about that before.
Yeah. And who discovered that?
I know. And how?
Rubber erases this mark I just made.
Yeah.
It keeps going up. Okay. And I guess. Probably needs to be straight.
Okay. So I think I have my cupcake carved out pretty well. And I just carved around it so that the only raised part on my stamp will be my actual cupcake. And I'm going to cut around this. This is the part you'd want a parent to do. Try this on your own. You working on, Madeline?
What'd you say?
What you working on?
A cupcake too. Cause I don't have room.
Love it.
Look at all that popcorn there. That's not good. That's gonna get us bugs.
Just gonna trace this here. It's kind of hard. I should have gone somewhere taller. I should put it like this, too.
Now, that one get the lines
Okay,
right.
you test it?
Like when Malcolm comes here.
What did you do, Chandler?
Whenever you're done, you can do this.
Okay.
Or someone took it right? Yeah, I think. Oh, yep, she's cutting her.
Yeah, so now I just cut mine out.
Oh,
And then I'm going to cut right
I had to
along
do over here and there.
the bottom of this frosting.
I think it should be good. Oh, try to make it really straight.
I kind of just scored it, not so deep the first time. And now the second time I'm going a little deeper. I break all the way through. And now you can see I have two separate parts of my stamp. So I can ink them up in two different colors. And then I can put them together and lay them down
It has drip frosting.
and press it on my paper.
Frosting. Again.
Let's see.
Okay, now we can use the other one. Here is the shirt one.
And if you guys want more colors, acrylic, if you have any acrylic paints work great. Okay, I'm gonna do blue frosting.
I want to keep her how she
I gotta go rinse off my roller.
or how you could just spread purple and red. Would you substitute? Just gonna use purple, I see. And the bottom red. No. This could be the frosting for red velvet. This could be we're going to cook a red cupcake. It's easy. And cut it in.
Turn it off. And I'm going to hold bottom wrap.
Miss Jess.
Good, Madeline.
Oh, yay! That looks amazing. So fun.
Yeah, yes. Okay. Oh, dear. Sadly, I don't have any more red.
I have them together. Press my paper down on top.
But think we already did
We'll do something else. Do this one. Have you done this one? You know, you could do the other thing.
There's my cupcake in 2 different colors.
Put away.
Wow.
That's fun, huh?
Cut away the cat itself. Like this, you cut away everything else, but you could do this. Cut away everything inside of the cat. Then it'll give you the cat itself will be white and everything around it. You just want
How you doing, Chandler?
Good. I'm just thinking of what more stamps I should do. I already done 2 cats, but I don't know what other animals I should do.
Probably cheetah.
A cat unicorn, for instance.
Ah. My friend loves sunflowers, so I think I might make her a sunflower stamp. Maybe you can think of your friends and what they like and make them one. They would think you were the most awesomest friend ever. How are you doing, Lola? How about you, Crocker? How are you guys doing? What are you guys working on? Oh, you're doing a stamp? What is it going to be? He's muted now. Okay, there you
The Pegasus.
go. The Pegasus?
This is
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Add a Pegasus to our back wall. Color Me Empowered.
yeah, the Cannon Boys were there that day.
Oh, there. They were.
The Luca one.
That's awesome. My kids love seeing all the Pegasuses. We were wondering how you say more than one Pegasus.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
Pegasus. Yeah, it's Pegasus. It's ES at the end. It really would be easier to say Pegasi, but it's
Yeah,
not.
it would be.
Because when I was like submitting the grant application, I was like, well, I've got to get this right.
Yeah.
Like, repeatedly say plural peg the wrong way in a grant application. So I did. I had to
That's true. I know, we were saying it the other day when we were there. Pegasus it's just a weird word.
Yeah. It gets easier the more you say it, but it's still kind of a tongue twister. It still is.
Give me my cookie. You.
Yeah, might do sunflower. Right. I don't have a whole lot of space over here.
There's my old one came out.
Everything should be there on the phone. But we don't know
Miss Jess.
Excellent, Madeline. She's showing you her cupcake.
Let me see, Madeline. Oh, I love them. Did you cut them apart or did you keep them together?
I put them together.
Awesome. Great.
Can I gamers to do like the one?
Yeah, that's what everybody in the group or the girl actually rehearsal reps or scheduled to make.
I don't know. Well, let me press this. I'm trying to press it. I don't know, bub.
I want.
What you working on, Chandler?
I'm on a dog for my friend Isla.
Ooh. Pet portraits are really popular. Start doing pet portrait stamps.
Next, probably I can. I'm gonna probably do that. Okay.
Power.
Wow, that's amazing. Stay with me.
It's going to be difficult to cut out all those circles though. Let's see how well I do.
Stick it. Look. You see it's magic. I'm gonna on the ice cream for sweet.
You're going to do the ice cream cone?
Yeah, to put it on sweetness.
Oh, fun.
It's
It's going to look great.
cool. Not good. Not that bad. Miss Jess.
Yes. Oh, look at that. It looks great. So fun. I love how many you're making. You're really having fun with it.
Yeah, sticking.
It's kind of fun to carve into something, huh?
Okay.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oof.
So I am going to pause what I'm doing. And I'm going to print my screen, get my screen ready. You guys remember, you guys can print another one of your screens as well.
The cooking is so good. Thank you. We should probably fix it later. Do you want to, or do you want to draw something else real quick? Yeah, fix it all right now. There. Want to do that? Yeah. Then do that. I'm finally done with my Pegasus.
Cool. I'd love to see it. Oh, wow. Hold it up closer to the camera so I can see it a little better. Oh my goodness. That is the coolest Pegasus I've ever seen. That's awesome, Crocker.
Did
you draw that all by yourself, Crocker?
Yeah, well, my dad drew it, but I carved it.
You carved it?
Huh?
Congratulations. Good job. You did such a good job.
That's a paintbrush.
All right, I'm trying to see how this turns out. That's how my print turned out. Right.
Okay.
Okay, guys. You guys can continue working or you can clean up. But I would love to see all the things that you finished. So please be sure to take pictures.
Yeah. This has been such a fun week. I'm pretty sad it's over.
I know. It's so fun.
Maybe we need to do some more printmaking.
I know. We'll have to.
All the other classes.
Next week.
Yeah. I want to try the photo emulsion.
Yeah.
We haven't done that, so we could definitely try that.
Yeah, we could do that. Oh my gosh, that'd be fun. Like we could just keep it going. Just keep it going. We'll be able to open our own print shop.
Yeah. I'm super proud of all your work. You guys did amazing this week.
Yeah.
First times ever.
Parents, send me pictures. We want to see them. We'll try to get them posted up on our gallery. And if you guys have any questions, even on the weekend, just text me. We'll figure it out.
Yep. You can keep working. Keep doing what you're doing.
Awesome. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.